Hello, Niko2064 here, back in another review. And today I'm going to review LEGO Toy Story 4 RV Vacation. This is set 10769, has 178 pieces, and retails for $35 in the United States. So, let's get into this. So, they give you Jessie in the set, but this is the newer style of the Toy Story figures with the regular minifigure heads. And honestly, I really don't care for it, but I don't really hate it because me being a customizer, I do like the head, you know. I always like getting flush heads with new prints, and you can see the back already, but I could see that for like an office character. They give you a camera for her, but I don't know if you want to give it to her. But then, of course, you got the torso and legs. The legs have some printing on them, otherwise they're just the Woody boots. But I think these are nice for some Wild West customs. And now, I don't really hate all the Toy Story figures, but this is probably, I don't know, this really upsets me. So you see that she's got this nice hat, hair hat combo. But you actually have to attach the bow. I don't like that. Just because it's a different color, and I don't know. It's just too oversized. This LEGO Friends bow, it's not the right size for her. But otherwise, besides that, like, if you just wanted to take it off, which I might actually do, but it doesn't look too bad, then it is a pretty great figure. Again, the molded heads were better in my opinion, and the long legs and arms, but I think these are fine. In fact, these are pretty great. Did I say new heads? Oh, shoot. I mean, did I say no molded heads? I meant no molded heads for the human characters, because Bunny and this green alien have molded heads. But you could see, this is actually my first Toy Story alien, so it's kind of different for me. I really thought this head was rubber, and was it rubber? Because I swear, I knew a friend who had one of these when the original line came out. I swear it was rubber. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of another toy they had or something. Ugh, I don't know. But the torso's nice, of course, just barely updated. And of course, I wish he had the boots from the CMF series, Disney series. And then they give him this skateboard, which I'll probably just toss out. But yeah, I guess you could give him the apple, which I'll show later on. But yeah, that's it for him.
I don't belong here!
Oh man, Forky might be my favorite character now. And this mold is just perfect. It reminds me a lot of Baby Groot, in just the look of him. They actually are super similar. If you look at it, they even have the top of their heads, their arms are in the same position. I don't know. Do you think they're secretly the same character? I don't know. They are both from Disney, technically. But I do like the printing on the arms. It is nice, like there are no errors or anything from what I see. Of course, there's a little bit around the neck. But of course, you can have your green alien hold him or whatever, or any other character, because he is super small. And I don't know. I do really like the feet, and of course they have this straight on the back because he has to be up against plates and stuff. And then he has a flat head, which, I don't know. Of course he's a spork, but I don't know. I thought it would be a little more, I don't know. I don't know. If I had to say one flaw with this, I wish the eyes were maybe a little out more or bulged out more. It's just a little flat for me. But yeah, I don't know. I really like him. This is one of the main reasons I bought the set. I said one of, because I really like the Rex figure. I never got the original, which I was always kind of sad about. And I wanted him and Ham. And of course they didn't remake Ham, so I can't get him. Which is too bad, but yeah, I'm glad they redid Rex because from what I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I think this is a brighter green than the old one. I'm just making a wild guess because this is, this colored green that this jacket is. Ow. Sorry, I bumped the camera. And I thought the old one was this color. But correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But this one does have the new printed eyebrow, which, I gotta be honest, I don't know. I don't like how it has scales, kind of. But the rest of him doesn't have scales. I don't know, it's just weird. Also, these arms are, like, almost a flimsier rubber than what Lego uses for other pieces. I don't know if it's just me, but do these seem a little flimsier than regular rubber? But either way, they move up and down. I don't know, it's just, look at that. It kind of looks like cheap rubber. I guess I'm probably wrong. You can see all the printing on his belly, which actually, I believe is a different color. I think the original was white. And his tail is actually connected, which none of the velociraptors or dinosaurs from Jurassic World do, except for the bigger ones. And then, of course, his legs move, which are neat. He does work very similarly to a raptor, but sadly his mouth doesn't open, which is kind of too bad, but I guess I could ignore it. But, yeah, I really do like Rex. So, for the camper van build, I'm going to continue calling it a camper van, even though it is called an RV. But, yeah, I'm a sucker for RVs, even though I just said I was going to call it a camper. And I actually did get the Lego Creator one from, I want to say 2015, but that one is in pieces now, so it's nice to get another one. And this has a big piece for the entire base of it, which is actually dual molded, so that's kind of nice. There's a printed piece here, printed on the front, which that's actually pretty useful. I originally thought it was two pieces, with the blue being its own piece, but I guess it's fine. Then you could see there's this croissant, and then a mug, and I don't know, this looks like a food truck, which I'm not too crazy about, but I don't know, I guess it's fine. And if you remove the top, you can see inside. And for the second time this year, this small cramped space only has a toilet and a sink. And both times, it was in a 4+ set. This is getting weird. Why does Lego love toilets and sinks so much? I do not know, but I was giving it the benefit of the doubt with the Lego Movie 2 set. But I'm kind of wondering what's up. But it is a different build. It's not exactly the same. You can see it's a little shorter. And, of course, you can sit down a character. Sorry, I'm just on the toilet. And they do fit there, if you want to do that. And, of course, the sink. And, of course, here, I'm going to move Jessie over to the driver's seat. Actually, I don't think she'll fit with the camera. Okay. But you can see a steering wheel. I like the build for this. It's very neat. And you can see her in the driver's seat. At the back, this is, actually, I believe you could probably stand a figure here. Of course, they won't stay there. But, of course, this is the window that Forky flies out of in the trailer. So I guess you could do that. And now I actually have to reattach the top to get the rest of the play features integrated. So there's a ladder, which is neat. It's a very short ladder, so you can't exactly, I don't know. At least the alien can't reach it. But then there's some space at the top if you want to put a figure, but sadly you can't fit Rex, at least not forward anyway. And then there's an opening here, and then there's a bed, which is actually pretty cute. And then, of course, there are a lot of trans blue pieces, which is very nice. And then, of course, you seat down or lay down your figure, and then they can sleep. You could close it up, or if they're claustrophobic, you could take them out. And you could store some accessories in there, like I would do. But if you don't like rattling around, then that's probably not a good idea. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this camper van. There are 2 other builds, so I better get on with those. But I do like this, and of course it's not to scale with the toys, I guess, besides Forky. Sorry. But yeah, I do like it anyway. Of course it has a few flaws, but I think it's pretty good. I'm just gonna knock this out. It's the sign for Grand Basin, or Basin? I don't know. Sorry, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that. But that is just one piece. I actually do wish the Grand Basin sign was printed on this, so that you could just have the van or just have the sign. But I guess it's fine. Also, I'm not quite sure what they're doing here. Am I the only one who thinks this is a little strange? Just having the green stem or branch, trunk, mixed with this. I don't know. It just looks a little odd. But there are some printed pieces here. You could put this through. I do wish it went up instead of across sideways, but I guess that's good for a sign like this. And this is a very nice piece to get, for building up water towers or whatever you want. But yeah, now on to the last build. So here's Grand Basin National Park. I don't know if it's called National Park, I just want to call it that. Because these apples on the plate. There's a cup here. This is a yellow plate, which is nice to get. There's a printed trunk, or a printed log piece there. And then this is the campgrounds or whatever. And it actually has a very cozy design with like a stone roof and some plants in the windows. But I kind of wish it was expanded upon because it is kind of flat, much like the Incredibles house from last year, which that was my main flaw with that. There's a little lantern over here, which I guess you could probably have a character hold. But of course it's not the lantern piece. Now, over here there's a grill, and then a marshmallow on a stick, so you can make some nice toasty schmoes. And then a hot dog over here, which I do wish maybe had some different colors, like maybe you could have a black hot dog if it was too burnt or something. But yeah, again, they use this tree build, which I'm not too crazy about. And yeah, that is it. Maybe I'm being too harsh on the set for the trees and the hot dog or whatever, but I actually do really like it. Here's the box in all of its glory. You can see all the characters down here. And you could see what I meant with Forky, with the eyes and stuff. They just bulge out a little more. But yeah, I'm gonna actually flip it around real quick, just so you can see the back. And you can see it's a perfect start. And they have all the play features and accessories separate. And then on the side, they actually have just a little art, or not art necessarily. And then Jesse's the actual size reference. Sorry, it's a kind of big box for my little recording studio. But now onto the instructions. And of course, they have the barcode or scan code or whatever. And actually, at the end, there's no advertisement. Well, there's this dumb Lego Life scan thing. But no advertisement, which is kind of sad. And for the last time, I'm not going to mention this in the Far From Home reviews or in any other reviews in the future. I wish they would just change it up with the back. If they're not going to include ads, I wish they would do a different one for each theme. Is that asking too much? So what do I think of this? I really like it. Me personally, I didn't have a single one of these characters until I got this set. And the builds are very fresh. We don't get, a lot of camping scenery, I guess. You know what I mean? We don't get a lot of, cabins and stuff in Lego. And the camper van, well, we've had a few before. I think it's nice to get a different take on it. Even though it just has a toilet and a sink in it. Right by food, nonetheless. And I don't know. Maybe I was being a little too harsh on this set, because I give it an A. You get a dinosaur and 2 minifigures, and then Forky as an accessory. And then, of course, you get a lot of nice printed pieces, and just different stuff in general. If you want a lot of plants, this is the set. You get a bunch of flowers and trees, and then the Grand Basin sign. I hope I'm saying that right. And a lot of food. It's just if you were going to get one set, this is the one I would recommend. Because, I mean, I know the Carnival Mania set is probably a little more, I don't know, main character centric. This set is just for me. So yeah, Niko 2064, signing off.